To write English shorthand interspeed strokes without any omission. Students must master hard words, writing similar strokes with crystal clear phrases and contractions, intersections, advanced outlines, and finally, students must develop the art of creating spot advanced outlines for repeated words. August 2025 speed. Hard words. Indication. Burden. Proceed. Resorting. Unforeseen. Resorted. Depression. Evil. Assumptions. Ignorant. Precaution. Similar strokes between debate, budget, with the, that the, a, and, put, to be, for the, in the, by the, at the, from, very, for, in, any, of the, all the, difference, different, differences, I know, I know, for which, in which, I thank you, I think you, of our, on our, in order to, in our, honorable member, we are, whether, I am, I may, I can, if you, few, with, that, to it, today, to do, number of, production, I agree, I congratulate, economic, economy, government, to meet, to improve, problem, employment, unemployment, it is, which is, of, all, on, economy, economic, economics, from, very, dear sir, dear sirs, of the, all the, in view, in future, I do not, I did not, phrases and contractions, on the, to the, that there is, last year, lower than, higher than, there is, at the same time, very much, it is, which is, take into consideration, for which the, in which the, cannot, may not, with regard to, we are, whether, that we may be able to, that we, that there is, have been, has been, everything, I am quite sure, will not, something, and we are not, let us know, letter from, your letter, at once, I have been, they are, that they will, at all times, intersections, per capita, income, per capita income, Ruby and Company, Railway Company, Shipping Company, as soon as possible, advanced outlines, Finance Minister, and the country, taxation, in this country, budget proposals, have not, for example, let us not, is not, is the, in my opinion, and not, I would like, would have been, so many, I would like the, positive steps, all received of, as you, had been, within the, which you, if any, I feel, thanking you, assuring you, best services, yours very truly. 15 seconds, 10 seconds, 5 seconds, get ready, start. Sir, the general satisfaction on the budget is due to the fact that the finance minister gave an indication to the public and the country at large that there is going to be no further increase in the taxation. I am not surprised that there is no further taxation. The finance minister mentioned last year that the general level of taxation in this country was very much lower than in other countries. He also gave examples of the level of taxation in different countries. I know that the budget proposals have not made any provision for increase in taxes. In other countries, the general level of taxation is said to be higher than ours. For example, there is England, but let us not forget at the same time that the per capita national income is very much higher there. I am only trying to show that the general burden of taxation in India is not low, it is quite high if you take into consideration the fact that India is one of those countries in which the per capita income is the lowest. Therefore, in my opinion, the finance minister has realized that unless the per capita national income is increased, the level of taxation cannot be increased. Increase in level of taxation must follow the increase in per capita national income and not precede it. With regard to deficit financing, I would like, if I may, to warn the finance minister of one thing. Deficit financing is a source of inflation. We are resorting to it with the idea that we may be able to get some foreign aid or increased production. To the extent that we get foreign aid or increase our production, I agree that there is less chance of inflation. But if unforeseen things happen, there is the danger of inflation. I know that the finance minister is fully aware of the situation. I am only warning him that deficit financing without any control on the factors I have mentioned would have a dangerous effect on the country's economy. Deficit financing in other countries have been resorted mainly to meet a depression or to lessen the evil of unemployment. Here, the Honorable Finance Minister has been bold enough to resort to deficit financing as a means of development. If our development plans were to work strictly according to schedule, it is quite possible that everything would have been all right. But because our plans are based on so many wrong assumptions, I am quite sure that our plan will not work up to schedule. In the speech of the finance minister, we have an admission that there is something wrong and we are not going as we should. Now, I would like the finance minister to let us know what positive steps are being taken to rectify these defects. I am ignorant of economics, but as a very good human being, I know that all sciences, including economics, aim at making man far more progressive and happier. Letter from Ruby and Company, Mumbai, to Messrs. Sanjay and Brothers, Chennai. Dear sirs, on receipt of your letter of the 6th instant, for which I thank you. I got in touch at once with the railway company, as you suggested, in order to find out whether they would offer any explanation of the delay in delivery of the packages referred to. The officials assured me that in view of the special nature of the contents, every precaution had been taken to make sure that the goods should reach you within the time limit which you had laid down. At the same time, I have been to the offices of the shipping company to see to what extent, if any, they are responsible. However, I feel sure that they will do their best to clear up the situation as soon as possible. Both shipping and the railway people realize that the case is one that calls for every special action until we get further information as to what has really happened. I do not propose to call in the aid of the insurance officers, thanking you and assuring you of our very best services at all times. Yours very truly. Stop.